sensitive.
Yeah, I
very
can see
sensitive. And it's like, it's weird. It's like I'm sensitive, but like I'm numb to certain things. Not numb, but like they don't really affect me, like criticism and going through all these like random internet shit that I go through.
Yep.
But I am very sensitive to the people I really care about. Mm-hmm. So like reactivity within like my family.
So I guess, maybe Megyn Kelly's trying to shoot her shot with young Andrew Schulz. Now I'm being a little funny. I'm being a little tongue in cheek. But Andrew Schulz did step into the Megyn Kelly show to discuss, what's going on as far as with Trump and why the Democrats lost. I mean, this is really still a conversation because you know what? Even if, look, when I talk to you guys, I'm sorry, I'm being full transparent. I don't all the way believe in voting. Okay. But for the most part, perception is reality. And the people have accepted the fact that Trump won a mandate, no matter how much people on, The View will tell you, like, he didn't win a mandate. No, but the people have accepted it. Nobody's asking the question like, but how did Trump win? It is obvious that people really believe. They take it in. They're like, he won, and they're not fighting it. Okay? Except for these weirdo pundits on leftist media. So Andrew Schulz, though, is going to talk about this. And let's go ahead and get into it.
Your friend group. And then I'm also sensitive to like kind of like cultural trends. I can like feel like frustration pretty early.
Like, what do you mean? Do you feel one now?
No, not even like what do I think for people, for example? Like what do I think people really care about? Mm-hmm. Like I think that the Democrats, for example, like they could win the next election if they just make it a class issue. Mm-hmm. Like it's that simple. And they got to just be, they're so risk averse. And they need to be a little bit more brave. Americans, we have very high risk tolerance or low risk. What's the one I'm trying to say?
We have high risk.
Like everybody in our family's history, like the craziest people in the world came here.
Yep.
Like they lived in another country, left their entire family for maybe it working out, and then came over here.
Right.
So we're built crazy. So we like people that take risks and we like bravery. And despite your politics, we react to those type of people. And like, I think this is part of the reason why Bernie was so successful is that he's out here.
You know what? That is an amazing, I got to hand it to Andrew Schulz. By the way, guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and a notification bell. I really do have to hand it to Andrew Schulz because he just really hit a nail that I've never thought of myself. I've not. And actually being, a child of immigrants, who are citizens and were citizens for quite some time before I was born. But still, let's keep it real. Like I speak a different language, the whole bit. You got to be pretty crazy too. And this was not, obviously they came here legally in a time when people were coming here and it wasn't, all of this confusion. They weren't getting free things. They were coming here, didn't speak the language, and then, really trying to immerse themselves into Americanizing themselves. Yes, I know my family did, because they wanted their children to have the American dream. They wanted their children to be American, right? And be real Americans, okay? And now, honestly, obviously, I'm speaking as a first generation, but you have heritage Americans, yes, who have been here for a long time, but the fact is, they still come from a stock of people who were brave enough to say, we're going to go to the New World, or, we're going to do something like that. And that's actually pretty dope, if you think about it. I like the way how he said it. I'm not a mass immigration girl. We already know that. But that thought, in a type of framed way where it's, it's not out of bounds, where we have millions of people coming in 1 year, like that's insane. That's actually pretty dope thought. Yeah.
You're like calling out the billionaire class, calling out these corporations. And even like people who were Republicans, like working class Republicans were like, yo, who the fuck is that? I kind of like this guy. Like it feels like he's kind of riding for me.
That's who Joe Rogan was for 4 years ago.
All of us loved him. And despite
10, whatever.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah. But I feel like that's kind of what the Democratic Party is missing is just, I need a disruptive guy or girl who's willing to come out and say eggs are $1. Like, what's your build a wall?
Yeah, right.
You need eggs or $1.
Yep.
And then you could, subsidize it, whatever it is. But like, you need to smack into people emotionally.
Do you feel like this is the answer? Because this is the latest messaging from the Dems on social media today, SOT 13. Okay. Choose your fighter video montage.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. Look at this one.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Let's just take the song off because like it's already bad enough that I have to go and fix this whole thing now. But like, yeah, so this is Choose Your Fighter. Oh, that is so, oh my gosh. So, okay, all right. It's really cringy.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean by fearless and risk tolerance?
Yeah, exactly what I mean. That to me makes me proud to be an American. Like I feel safe with those women right there. They can defend me. Yes.
Does that inspire you to get to the ballot box?
You know, it's like, I don't even know why AOC's there. She's actually, you know, like her or hate her politics. Like, I think she polled the same as Trump in her district.
She's good on the social media. I mean, she knows how to use social media. Normally, I don't think she came up with that campaign.
No, I think she's like getting on board with it. But at the same time, like I guess her constituents feel like she's fighting for her.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot
them,
of this, for them. And whereas like, I find a lot of times with the Democrats, there is this like pretentiousness. There's this like Ivy League educated, like second or third generation kind of trust fund Nepo babies that are like, telling people how they should live and how they should vote. And it's like, first of all, if you've never had a real job, you don't get to talk.
Yep.
You don't get to talk. Like, I'm almost like if you never had a kid, you don't get to talk. Mm-hmm. But like, if you never had a real job, you don't get to tell people how they should vote. Mm-hmm. Like, we just despise that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I feel like that. Like, I'm not into that. I'm not. And I had whatever real job is, right? I'm just, you know, still a licensed nurse until something like, you know, I worked at Burger King when I was 16 and the whole bit. I didn't have to. I didn't have to. Right? Like my father was annoyed when I got my first job because he was like, I could give you everything you want. Why do you want to go to work? Which honestly, going back to it, maybe if I could get in the DeLorean, I'd probably tell myself like, just take the money. Don't even, no. Anyway, so I'm not one of those. And you know, there's a lot of people who don't have kids who aren't crazy, who are gonna say, take your kid and slice him up, you know, and call it care, right? I happen to be one of those people, you know. So, or maybe I just don't believe in things like that. I just think that people are people.
So what I think they have to do is get back in touch with the working class is very much make this a class issue. And you got to call out those people who are giving you money, which are these billionaires and these corporations that are donating, and they won't do it. And that's why they'll probably lose. But the first person in that part.
I mean, Republicans do it too. So, you know, it's like, you know, Republicans definitely, they do that stuff where they take donor money. I have a lot of issues with that myself because it's just a bit much. You know what I mean? It's just really a bit much. But I wanted to get to the part real quick because I didn't want to end this without him telling about what made him really start looking at Donald Trump a certain way. And I can fully understand where he came from with this thought when I saw this clip again.
You need your build a wall. We're building 10,000 affordable housing units in every city. We're seizing this land and then have developers go, wait, you can't even do that. And go, I don't give a fuck if you say we can't do it. That's what we're doing.
They don't have that guy.
Put your balls on the ground. Like, just make it happen. Even if it doesn't happen, it's like Trump saying we're going to take Greenland. It's kind of fun.
Right.
I like that shit.
That's the America. I like it.
Hell yeah. Like Gulf of America, I don't care. Why was it ever Gulf of Mexico?
I know. We're so much bigger than they are.
Right. Matter of fact, they could still call it Gulf of Mexico. We don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's the energy that we need. Americans love abundance.
Yeah.
You need to sell us on abundance.
No, wait, aren't you the guy? You're the one who said this to me, and I've quoted you on it many times on how the moment Trump won you over was when he took the guy from Montenegro by the shoulder and was like, to the back.
Wait, which one?
When he was over at like the G7 or the G18.
I love that.
And he shoved that guy.
Why am I in the back?
Right.
Why this?
I'm America.
I love it too. I love that clip too. I'm sorry. Even when I was on the left, when I first saw it, everybody was like, look how rude he was. I can't believe he did that. I was like, what, please? This is freaking, I was like, this is top G behavior. Let's just watch it again. I don't care. These are the moments like I miss this Trump. I do because it's not quite like that anymore. But let's not talk about that. Let's enjoy it, and we'll talk about that in another video.
By the shoulder was like, To the back.
Wait, which one?
When he was over at like the G7 or the G18.
I loved it.
And he shoved that guy.
Why am I in the back?
Right.
Why this?
I'm America.
Matter of fact, why am I in the back? Yeah, like, let's just watch it one more time with my, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, you know, yeah, you see, he's back. He's like, get out the way, man. Get out of here, man. Jeez, man, I'm here. Let me fix my jack. Then she's like trying to, like, you know, shake his hand or something. He's like, what's that hand? What's that ugly hand? He was like, he's like, this is, God, I wish America was still like this. Like, I don't want to be this person, but I just don't see this in America anymore. But it's okay for a moment. We're just going to reminisce. Trump right here was like the whitest white man. And like, bruh, like this is like America 1995. You know what I mean? Like, get out the way. Big suit, blue tie. You know, I'm not, like, the Europeans are like, we have to have decorum. Let's have some decorum here. And he's like, move out the way. This is New York, you know? I'm New York. I'm America. Get out the way. And I'm not shaking your dirty hand. How it could be. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.